Alright, Shalom, Akiyama, praise the Lord, and honor be to the Most High. How Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash. Alright, double honors to our apostles of GMS Green Stone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing this truth to our sincerity and in our truth. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, West Indians, our real Israelites, man. We are the true people of the Most High. Now, this lesson, man, is sparked from, this chapter that I was reading through, Philippians. Reading through the book of Philippians, and when I reached to chapter 3 verse 2 and 3, it sparked me to do a lesson, because you have men in Israel that preach the law, like if you do the law, or if you don't keep the law, you're not gonna get saved, or there's no salvation for you. But the scripture says otherwise, because Yahushua said it. A matter of fact, the scripture in Philippians 3 verse 2 said it. He said, beware of dogs. And dogs here are referring to who? The teachers in Israel, the teachers in Israel that push the law, that push that you must be circumcised to get saved. That push the law. Right? It's all about the law, and if you don't do the law, then you can't get where your fringes, brother, where those things. That's going off, and that's not the spirit of Yahushai. A matter of fact, if it is by this, as the scripture said, we're gonna get that after. He said, beware of dogs, beware of evil workers, right? Beware of the concision, and the concision referring to, the concision go back to those persons who love to talk about cutting. You have to be circumcised, or another way of saying it is yes, that too, but you have to keep the law. You have to do that. Bear in mind, everything you have to do the things that you can keep. Things that you can keep are, for example, wearing a beard, not committing adultery, not committing idolatry, a list of other things that you can keep. There are certain things that you cannot keep in this society, and keeping the law to its perfection is not possible in this flesh, in this side of the world. And it is not by the law we are justified. So the scripture, Paul's mission is to show, which is his mission was to the Gentiles, which are what, the Israelite foreigners, and his mission was to actually spread the message to them that you can come back. There's another way for you to come back, to the Lord, to the Most High, and it is by having faith in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, by having faith in his son Yahushai. All right, and that's why it said it in Acts. Let me get that in Acts 13 verse 39. And by him all that believe are justified. All right, we can even read a little up further. All right, verse 30 here says, be it known unto you therefore, men and brethren, that through this man is preached unto you the forgiveness of sins. All right, which is Yahushai. All right, when you read up further, it's talking about Yahushai. So through him it is preached what? The forgiveness of sins. Remember, why were they referred to as Gentiles? Why were they referred to as heathens? Because they weren't keeping the law. And if you're not keeping the law, you're basically an heathen. You're acting like the heathen. You're acting like the Gentiles. So they were Gentiles, right? According to their state of mind, their mindset, the things that they do. All right. So, and by verse 39 it says, and by him all that believe are justified from all things which he could not be justified by the law of Moses. So there was no other way for you or for them to be justified, for them to actually be justified. There was no other way. All right. But through Yahushua is preached the forgiveness. Through Yahushua they are justified. All right. So to be justified, to render righteous, are such he ought to be So, so this is the way back. This is the way to come back. All right, by Yahweh. Let me go back to this. So he said, beware of them. Verse 3, for we are the circumcision. All right, that's why I scripture go back to say, circumcise the foreskin of your heart, because it's about the mind. It's about changing your mind. It's about changing. It's about having a conscience. All right, it's not about yes, it's about doing what you can. It's about, doing what can be done. All right, but it's not. That's not what gonna get you saved. Because guess what? If you can get circumcised, and if you get circumcised if you can, but that not the mentality is not supposed to be that, oh, be circumcised, or may I keep the law, may I keep them law, yeah, so me I could be. No, that's not supposed to be the mindset. Else you're gonna lose. All right, because for we are the circumcision which worship God in the spirit and rejoice in Yahushai, and have no confidence in the flesh, though I might also have confidence in the flesh. If any other man think that he heart whereof he must trust in the flesh, I am more, because Paul been there, done that, circumcised the 8th day, of the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin, a Hebrew of the Hebrews, as touching the law of Pharisees. All right, and we know how strict the Pharisees are concerning the law. But he said what? Concerning zeal, persecuting the church, touching the righteousness which is in the law, blameless. But what? But what things were gain to me, those I counted loss for Yahushai. Yea, doubtless I count all things but loss for what? For the excellency and the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua Mashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may what? Win Yahushua. He couldn't win Yahushua when he was zealous in the law, when he was zealous in persecuting the church because of the law, when he was zealous, all right, in about the what? The law, confident in the flesh, circumcision. That couldn't make him whole, or that couldn't make him go back to Yahushua. That couldn't join him to Yahushua. All right, so what else do I have? Right, let me get this one. No flesh be justified. Flesh be justified. So about Galatians and Romans, I said the same thing. So similar things. So I'm gonna read both of them. Romans 3 verse 20. Therefore, by the deeds of the law, there shall what? No flesh be justified. By doing the law, you now get justified by saying, oh, keep the law in his sight, for the law is the knowledge of what? Sin. So okay. Let me highlight this so we can see it clearly. This is Galatians 2 verse 15. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by what? Faith in Yahushua. Even we have believed in Yahushua Mashiach, that we might be justified by the faith of Yahushua, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. All right, we can get our next one. Died in vain, or something like so. Died in or dead in vain. Let's use dead in vain. Let's let it speak for itself. All right, this is Galatians 2 verse 21. I do not frustrate. Oh wait, 21. I like this so we can see it. All right, I do not frustrate the grace of the Most High, right? For if righteousness come by the law, then Yahushua is dead in vain. So for those who push the law, Yahushua is nothing to them. It is not by Yahushua that I tell you so you can get saved. because then you would already feel, because in James it says doers of the word. Doers. Let me see if I can find with that. James. James 1 verse 22 and 23. We can go to 24. Alright. So James 1 verse 22 is about be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, right? Deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, because if you're going to keep the law, you have to keep the whole law. If you stumble in one, you're guilty of all. So you have to be doers of the entire law. Alright? If any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man. He is like unto a man that beholding his natural face in the mirror. That's not what I want. Wait. Alright, hold on, let me find it. Guilty of all. Let me find it. Guilty. We use that. So we can locate it with that. In James. Alright. Right. I see him place it there now, but Salaga. Alright. Let me get this then. This is James. No, and the same place in the next chapter. This is James 2 verse 10. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. Alright, and there's no way that you're keeping the whole law for those who push the law. Because you're supposed to be even wearing phylacteries. There's so many other things that you're supposed to do in terms of keeping the law. See? But if you stumble in one, you have part of the law that even says you're not supposed to be a false witness, and you have men that push the law or that are bearing false witness against men in the truth, man. You see? So guess what? You're guilty of all. Alright? And you already failed, because it is through the law you're looking to be justified, and you exclude Yahweh. Yeah, and that's why people don't like IUIC and ISUPK, they don't give a rat's ears, man, about the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And because it is keep it tell us here, if whosoever shall call upon the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall be saved. That's why they push the law so much, because they believe are true that you fix things. You don't fix it except you include and join to Yahushai. Verse 11, for he that said, do not commit adultery, he said also, do not kill. Now if thou commit no adultery, yet if thou kill, thou will become a transgressor of the law. Exactly. Alright? So it couldn't save us. It couldn't be the thing was save us, because it get it will break in the first place. Alright? I know that we in flesh, and the things that are required are not possible, especially in this lifetime and in this system. The scripture says you're supposed to put a faggot to death. There's no man going out and putting a faggot to death. I'm sure them full off in America and Jamaica. Sodomy. You see? Right now you have people, there's a video release even in Jamaica that you have people performing live oral sex on the street publicly, man. They're declaring their sin as Sodom. Those kind of situations supposed to be put out of our society. But you can't do that now, because this is not our kingdom. The law cannot be executed perfectly in this society. So you keep the ones that you can keep. Alright? And then you know that Yahushai is the way. Yahushai is that bridge that mend us back to the Father. So that bring us back to the Father. So with that, man, this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Until next time.